Well, like I said at the end of my previous video where I was explaining about Love and Spoonful and giving a shout out to their having played on their record. It just got confusing. I overstepped my thoughts on that one, but I said that there was a number of people that have written to me and asked me about Judith Owen when we got started doing with the Ebb and Flow album, if there was any footage of Russ Kunkel and Waddy Wachtel and me playing with Judith. In the UK, there's an incredibly wonderful man named Bob Harris, and he used to have a show, the Old Grey Whistle Test, which went for years, and everybody who was anybody in the business was on there playing and being interviewed by Bob. He's an amazing interviewer. And then he's gone on to have a company called Under the Apple Tree. And it's out, he's got a studio out at his house, behind the house. And we went out there and met with Bob, interviewed with him, and then did some performance stuff with Judith. And that was to promote the album Ebb and Flow, which is how we all hooked up together. So I found a couple of videos of it, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you. This is what it was like out at Bob Harris's Under the Apple Tree with Judith. This is all live. It's just Judith, myself, Russ Kunkel, Waddy Wachtel, and Pedro Segundo. And there's two videos of us playing together. And then there's two videos with Pedro and Gabriella Swallow on cello and myself with Judith. So here we go. This is just some really great music. This was really beautiful, just sitting there in this beautiful intimate room with like thousands and thousands of CDs lining the walls. I mean, he's got an archive that's just unbelievable. But one of the sweetest guys I've ever met in this business, and loved hanging out with him. So here we go. This is I've Never Been to Texas.
I've Never Been to Texas. And it's about how crazy we all get when we're in love and how you lose your mind, basically, and believe anything anybody ever tells you, like a Texan I once dated. And this is the story of that affair. He came to her for some honest affection and couldn't understand how she could be so strong. But she cried inside. With a little introspection, she said, you gotta be the first to know when you are wrong. She met a stranger in strange circumstances, talked fries like they were long-lost friends. When he left her, her heart was filled with eastern dances. 2 days before her heart could strike a beat again. Well, I've never been to Texas, but I hear the weather's awful hard. And if I was a lizard, I would lie on the desert and send my emotions on a postcard. But again one rainy morning, South's face and heart felt like a circus chime. Deep inside her pride was alive like a day dawning. Well, isn't it strange how much can change in such a little time? I've never been to Texas, but I hear the weather's awful hard. If I was a lizard, I would lie in the desert and send my emotions on a postcard. I
Yeah. So that was that. That's never been to Texas. Playing with, when I sit there with Russ and Waddy, I mean, it's 50 years of friendship and music together. It's a remarkable thing. And I cherish every time I get to play with those guys. And that's why having the immediate family in our lives is really pretty cool. Which song have we got here? Oh, this is Ariane. And with Gabriella Swallow playing cello with us, who would just adore. Here, let me open that rascal up a bit. And this is, this was really a funny thing. Judith and I, we were on tour in Germany, and we were in Berlin, and we went to the Berlin Wall, and she was profoundly moved by, the remnants of the wall and the meaning of it all, and the what people go through when they go to the wall. It's deep. If you've never been there, it's really something. And when we finished, we went back to London, to her house in London, and I just sat down and I was just playing around with a little harmonic thing, and Pedro came over and started playing just, I think, on the piano, just on the back of the piano, or had a shaker or something. And Judith just started writing, and like by the time we finished, like she had written this song. So here we go. This is Ariane.
I have traveled, I have wandered, pondered on the cruelty that I see all around. So much heartache, so much sadness, love and some forgiveness when you put the baton down. Ariane, why don't you wake up and wake up? Why don't you face it all? And Ariane, why don't you rise up and rise up and tear down that wall? Prison. Just pretend, well, that's the wisdom, so the cycle goes around. It's what you're used to. Keep that smile on, cause it's sure to pull you through. And Ariane, why don't you wake up and wake up? Oh, why don't you face it all? Faces, cruel places that left the hopeful sinking. Well, we all live with walls around us. We must break those chains that bind us. And Ariane, why don't you wake up and wake up? Oh, why don't you face it all? Ariane, why don't you rise up, rise up? Down this wall. Ariane, why don't you rise up? Tear down this wall. Why don't you rise up, rise up? Why don't you rise up, rise up?
Oh man, I loved playing that song. It was so much fun. Yeah, and she's just like a force of nature. As soon as there's an idea comes into her head, she just nails it. You know, it's complete. Sometimes we'd be in the studio or on the road, and she'd say, I got this idea for a song now. I'm gonna try it. Comes and later in the day, it's full blown perfect. I mean, she's really a remarkable writer, and that's why I like when she does all her covers and stuff. That's really great. But her own writing is great. This is another one of her songs with Russ and Waddy and Pedro. So here we go. This is Train Out of Hollywood. This is all from Ebb and Flow.
My name's Judith Owen, and I'm here at the Under the Apple Tree sessions with the fabulous Mr. Russ Kunkel, Leland Sklar, Waddy Wachtel, and Pedro Segundo. And we're playing a few songs from my latest recording, Ebb and Flow, which these guys all played on and recorded with me. And the first song we're going to do is called Train Out of Hollywood. It's a pithy little song about Hollywood and the shallowness of it, and how most people go there because they think they want to be famous, because it will make them loved and happy and well.
Fools that they are. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've got a friend and he can't see I'm living a high life. I might just be the perfect disguise for someone who's in pain. And he works in a bar and he tells me if he tries really hard, then he might just be a beautiful star, 'cause that's all he really needs to make him man inside. And Kelly, you're running out of time. Kelly, you're going down in style. And swallow your pride and get on a train out of Hollywood. Look at me, I've been such a fool, thinking fame would do what only time can do. Hoping I would be alright if I could have a perfect life just like you. Oh, funny how those who would chase fame tend to be those in the greatest pain, searching for highs that will reach into their very veins. Kelly, you're running out of time. Kelly, you're going down in style. And swallow your pride and get on a train out of Hollywood. Kelly, you're running out of time. Kelly, you're going down in style. Well, swallow your pride and get on that train. Get on a train out of Hollywood. Get on that train. Can I get on the train before you lose your head? You're everything. Listen to me. Listen to me, Kelly, just now.
cats. Just love the cats. And then this is the last one I'm going to play you right now. This is a song called More Than This by, it was Roxy Music, did it Brian Ferry. Judith, we ended up being Brian Ferry's opening act. We went out and toured with him. And this is one of his songs. And it was a different interpretation of it, the way he did it. And Judith saw it in a very, very different light. And it was really so neat because the first time when we recorded this and Brian heard it, he was deeply moved by this. And the thing that was fun was we were in London working and with Brian and ended up going to his studio and cutting this track. But this is our little live performance with at Bob Harris's. And it's a beautiful song. God, it's a beautiful song. I loved playing this every night. So More Than This. So here we go. Once again, myself, Pedro, and Gabriella.
I could feel at the time there was no way of knowing, falling leaves in the night. Who can say where they're blowing? I'm as free as the wind, hopefully learning why. See, the tide has no way of turning it. More than this, well, there's nothing more than this. Tell me one thing more than this, more than this.
Make sure we get Gabby in there.
There's nothing.
I love the intimacy of this room, too, to play in. It was just pretty special.
It was fine for a while. There was no way of knowing, like those dreams in the night. Who can say where we're going? More than this.
here. Oop, back to the hot rod. Here's my screensaver for the moment. So those were I just wanted to let some people see us actually doing some stuff. The intimacy of Bob's little studio there is just such a treat to be in. You're surrounded by music in there, and so many people have performed in that room. It's really a pretty unique opportunity to do that, and to be with Russ and Waddy, and Gabby and Pedro. But Russ and Waddy, this is my brotherhood, and that's why I love the immediate family so much, is to be with those guys. And that was all for Ebb and Flow, and after Ebb and Flow, we did an album, Somebody's Child, and then we did the album Rediscovered, and we're in the process of 2 new albums with Judith now. So this is all an ongoing process. She writes voraciously, and it's a real treat to be associated with her. And one of the perks is then I also get to hang out with Harry Shearer, her husband. So Harry is a trip. He is a fabulous piece of work. So, Spinal Tap and The Simpsons and his NPR stuff. Brilliant, brilliant cat. So, okay, I just wanted to put that out there for you. This is now a long one. So anybody just wants to relax and listen to some music, here we are. No more talking. I'm going to zip it up. I will put my lips in, and I am done. So I'll see you tomorrow.